All right. Yes, I came up with, like, I guess you could call it a mantra to help you navigate through life, to make you realize you're a freak. That's right, you're a freak. I'm a freak. We're all freaks. So with that being said, I came up with a mantra. Yeah. As a freak, I am a freak, and I am nothing without my flag. I always need my flag, for I am a freak. I don't know, I'll get better at it. I thought of something better, but I can't think of it anymore. But then I wanted to get it less determinated. Anywho, yeah, daily reminder. We're all freaks. Oh well, we're all freaks until you yourself acknowledge you're something else. That's one way I go through life right now. Why did I get hired? I know, because I'm a freak. Oh well. Oh, there's something going on. It's cool. That's what I get for looking down at my cell phone. Or looking at my cell phone for a bit. It's got the map up. I haven't been watching anything on YouTube lately. Been too busy going through my, I think I set up my I Love Me book, looking at all my awards and stuff, and trying to update my resume. Because apparently what I used before ain't working now, so I'm like, So my guess is maybe they want me to show what else have I done for being in school. Because I put it as a job entry. So I was looking at other. I went on LinkedIn and some people, they I don't know if they're aware, but they uploaded, like, I think they don't know they shared it with everyone. But some people have uploaded their resume. Yeah, some of these people make like 2-3 page resumes. I'm like, oh wow, no wonder I'm not getting hired, because I guess they're getting excited about seeing 2-3 page resumes. I'm like, oh my gosh. So with that being said, yeah, if you're like, it's only supposed to be 1 page, yes, I agree with you. Because if they want more information, then that's when they tell you to do a cover letter. Like, other than that, yeah. So I was right. A lot of people in HR do not know what they're doing. And if you're still wondering, it's efficiency. You want to hire people with efficiency, clarity, straightforward talking. No. Everyone wants fluff. Everyone wants their kitty tickled. I even said that too in a video. Tickle that kitty. Tickle that kitty all you want. And I even said it. I'm done tickling that kitty. Anywho. So. No, I'm making this video to see if I can catch any police activity. It's dusty. The news was right. Yeah, people starting with their philosophy statements and stuff like that. I just shook my head like, because you know, people are going to eat it up. Everyone loves watching movies, watching the same movies over and over and over, expecting some type of change in life from watching a movie. There's some understanding on why I get upset about stuff like that. Oh my God, it's just like the movie. Oh my God. Well, of course it's just like a movie. Those people have teams of writers that sit around trying to become whimsical in their writing. Yeah, the moment I get my 2,000 trips with Uber, yeah, because at 2,000 trips, they allow you to go to school for free at ASU. I'm going to get a creative writing degree. I'm going to start writing. I'm just going to wait to go to school. I ain't going to learn on my own. I'm not going to be one of those poof people who start, oh, I was really bored of my life and I had no direction and you know, that type of schmaz. I'm going to be try to be the author everyone hates because I'm too realistic and I'm not giving you fluff when you interview me. I was like, get out of my way, I got a bowl of Japanese curry to eat. Yeah, the funny thing about LinkedIn, yeah, I started to remember people from my army days. Yeah, I started finding them. I was like, oh hell no, block. You have a funny shaped head, block. And they had recent activity, so I started laughing like, oh wow. And these were officers I served with. So it's like, why didn't those idiots just stay in 20 years and get out? That's all they had to do. No. They were running their mouths and they got themselves into situations that the truth came out. Yeah, I really debated about becoming an officer. And then when it hit me, when I realized like, well, if I do this, I'm going to be doing it for 20 plus years. At that time, like I told you, there was no type of incentive to stay in. It was just simply a job for me. And then when I figured out it wasn't a job fit, or when I figured out that let me do something else, when I could have stayed in and changed my army job. But I was just like, whatever. Because I thought about changing it to IT, and then I remembered all the snooty IT people I served with. They were always complaining about, because they were IT computer desktop networking people, but they were trying to fill in shortages, and they wanted them to be, I don't know what the official MOS is, but they wanted them to handle the secretive communications with the radios. So at that time, I was trying to, like, I agree with everyone, they need to do it, but then now when I realized it, like, oh yeah, that was not their job. The Army simply put them there to say, oh, they can qualify to do it. So it was up to the unit's leadership to get them to that certain qualification to be doing a side job that's not their primary job. But like I said, like that Department of War secretary said, everyone was slacking off. No one was doing their job. So that's why I started clapping. When I heard it, I started clapping my hands and jumping up and down. Like, you are absolutely right. Because if you don't feed into their whole, like I said, their high school mentality games, your career is dead in the water. So, and one thing that the officers do, and I hope that the Secretary of War fixes it, is they like to customize their uniforms. And in the regulations, it says no customizations to the uniforms. But no, they do it. They wear the Army ones wear their white uniforms, and underneath their white shirts, they have their vest, and all their vests are customized. And the moment I saw that, I just shook my head and I was like, I'm getting the hell out of here. And people were like, well, why are you leaving? I was like, because you guys are breaking regulation. And then they tried to do the whole, well, that's why we have the brigade commander's discretion policies. And I just shook my head. Like, and because it was medical, there was the medical corps, that's why. Just a bunch of lazy people trying to act cool in uniform. That's all it was. Bunch of plus size people running around. And see, that's what I said. Those are the ones playing the game. So those are the ones that stay in and get promoted. It's just like, man, this is stupid. That was in the medical corps, though. I don't know about any other. Aviation sucked. Everyone thought they were freaking Tupac and Biggie there. That is like stupid. And both of them have soldiers that can't touch their toes. Yeah, that's right. They can't touch their toes, but they keep them in. So, and I did get blessed. I did get an infantry unit, but I was married. And as a good husband, I followed my wife's wishes. She wanted me to get out, so I was like, fudge. All right, as I said, since you're my wife, I will listen against my wishes. Worst choice ever. That's why I say bad wife, bad ex-wife. I'm sure glad she's my ex-wife. Life got a lot better after shit. I bought a house after I got divorced. That's how much life got better for me. Yeah, that house you see, no, I didn't have that house when I was married. I bought it after I got divorced. After I struggled out of freaking being poor, yeah, I found a job, and then God got that house for me. And then I got the refinance because of the casino was paying me well. So right now, yeah, I'm just waiting to find another good paying job. Well, here or I applied for a res job. So, because they invited me before to do an interview, but I did not know how to get housing up there. But now I do know how to do it because I'm a VA disabled veteran, combat veteran. So they have specialty programs up there for that. So I was like, oh yes. So I can rent a house and then, I don't know, property manage my house, or see if I can get somebody I know to move here. I don't know that many people. Well, the ultimate goal, well, not the, a goal that I'm aiming towards is getting remarried. Because this time when I get remarried, I already know what I want to put my foot down, and I already know what to tell prospecting wife is, and I already know how to tell her that we're going to shut out everyone else except for two groups that she's going to have to choose. Either her mother's parents are going to live with us and take her. Yeah, that's right. I will invite her grandparents to come live with us, because I didn't grow. I only grew up with my grandmother, but she didn't want grandsons. She wanted granddaughters. So she was that type of grandmother. So I'll tell the prospective wife, either your mother's parents or your father's parents that live here in the States with us. So at that point, yeah, I would tell her, yeah, we can tell them to live in the house here in Phoenix, and then we can go up north to the res and rent or live up there. Because the cool thing about up there is any property you own, you can sell food on your property. You just need to meet the local ordinance. That's it. So in other words, I could just roll out of bed every day at 6 a.m. and just start cooking whatever I want. Stay there and take a nap until the evening and start cooking again. That's it. Done. Done working. There's not that many people out there, but you know, there's people willing to spend their money for food. So. Either that, or you know, I just go up there and become a teacher and work somewhere because I'm a certified teacher. So there's many possibilities. But the hard thing is to get a woman to listen to this. Because, yeah, I already know. All these say, oh, welcome there. Yeah, right. You're not going to do it either because I'm telling you what to do. I'm in control. And that's where I stop at trying to pursue women. Because I already know for a fact they're going to do that. Thus, that's why I said I'm waiting around. Trust me, I know when to give interest to a woman. I know when to. And as of lately, none. I'll glance at them. But then, you know, they ain't worth looking at any longer than that. Like, just some woman. Because the first thing I see is messy, greasy hair. Like, God, none of my business. What was I doing again? That's what I do. Oh, he's being rude. Oh, he's being a dick. No, I'm being a freak. I see another freak and I'm like, this freak's walking away. Go live your life out, you freak. So there you go. There's a view you can use on life. When people are not presentable, they're freaks. Tell that freak to get away from you. And if you're not presentable, well then you're a freak too. Let freaks be freaks. See all that smoke? Probably has an oil leak. That's what it is. That's how I look with my car. I'd see the white clouds in the back. Like, dang it. That's how I knew I had a leak. Another thank you for listening to my playlist. Keep that number going. It's going up. It's almost at 5,000. The goal's 10,000. I don't know why, but I just want 10,000. I'll be set. And then the other one, thank you for looking at the other playlist. I forgot I had a SD card in my car with all of my music on it. All right, I think a portion of it, because I looked at well, my car can't read terabyte SD cards. It's older, so I looked at my storage. I have 315 gigabytes of music. Most of it's from CDs. So yeah, I was listening to it, and I uploaded some more. So I'm gonna start listening to more of that. I forgot how many great tracks I have. I always shake my head like, how did I find this? And that's where I laugh. It's like, that's the joy of just buying music. What I do for new artists is I go by I go by their cover art. They have cool cover art. I'm like, all right, I'll buy this. Yeah, I mean, that's cool cover art. Or if it catches my eye, or it's like artistic art in an artistic manner, like somebody put some effort into it. Especially if they do like lighting and shadowing, like, oh man, that's the best. Sceneries, yeah, shots. Yeah, one of the compilations I buy, it's called Late Night Tales. So give that a gander. I was actually gonna park over here. Before somebody at that gate starts getting mad and they come out. Cause you know, people have nothing to do. Or they have someone that goes, oh, you gotta go out there, you gotta tell them this. So I'll talk to y'all later.